I didn't come to Westminster to be a pastor. I came to Westminster to save my faith. I'd come from a non-Christian background. I had come to know Christ at a dispensational Baptist church, and very naively, I went to the University of Pennsylvania and took Bible courses. And that was pretty naive because one of my professors for Old Testament was J.B. Pritchard, the editor of Ancient Near Eastern Texts, who seemed to see as his one mission in life was to decimate the faith of any Christians that might take his course. I remember one day after I had raised all these questions about things he was slamming the little Israelitish deity in the Jewish sacred text, and he stopped me, and in front of the whole class he said, "Mr. Harris, do you realize how few people hold your view of the Bible compared to how many hold my view?" It was just kind of a withering look. And then I took a New Testament course from a fellow from Yale who was showing that it was all myths, the miracles didn't happen, and all the rest of this. Meanwhile, I was a psychology major, and I took a seminar on cognitive dissonance. So I was learning there that you may believe something that's irrational, but if you pay a price for it, if you suffer for it, you will hold more tightly, more tenaciously to your belief because you've paid a price for it. So by my senior year, I was pounding the floor of my room saying, "God, if you can give me the answers that I need to know I can believe the Bible, then I don't think I could ever doubt you again, but I need those answers." And I found out about Westminster that it took these kinds of questions seriously. So I came here really for my own faith. And my hopes were more than fulfilled. Not only did I gain a tremendous confidence in the authority and the inerrancy of scriptures, that as Christians, and as a Christian, I wasn't on the defensive to somehow try to explain why I would believe this book that had so many questions about its veracity, but rather that it was the one source of truth and that I could build my life on that. I remember I was in charge of taping back in those days. 1965, Francis Schaeffer came to deliver a series of lectures, and I had never heard of Francis Schaeffer. He had not published anything yet, and he came back into the taping booth, and my one conversation with him I ever had was where he looked around and he said, "A lot of flies in here." And I said, "Yes, sir, we have a lot of flies." And then this little guy in knickers went out and gave a lecture that transformed my life. That whole week, he showed again how the Christian had the answers to the big questions. And I was so thrilled to not only regain a confidence in Scripture, but to see its use for ministry and the ability to bring it to lost people with the authority of Jesus Christ in declaring the gospel. That marked my life from that day till this day, and it has never gone away, but only deepened through the years.